What's going on, world? Jack of all spades, CLT, back like bruh man from the 5th floor. I am the beloved one, DJ Spellman. To my left, we have the pride of Africa, Ken Wabibi.
Yes, it's Pride of Africa, Ken Wabibi. Shout out to Gambia. Shout out to Gambia.
Big up Gambia, and also big up the man behind the camera, Marlo.
Yes, sir.
To the right, we have the boy, Banks on the beat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Banks on the beat. Blue water, all that.
3700.
Oh, we got to talk Fat Boy Tires. You know that.
Come on now. The hub.
The hub, Wilkinson Boulevard. Talk to me.
And today, our special guest, we got another Puerto Rican on the show.
Hey.
BK native, Brooklyn stand-up, basketball lifer, and fashion icon. We have one of our brothers, Farad Morales.
What's good? What's good? We good people. Be cool. How you be cool?
Hey man, what's good with you, sir?
Living, man. How you?
Man, we good, man. Appreciate you making time for us.
I had to. We family. You know, we
Show
give it
that.
up.
Yeah.
Show that.
Olympic, 05 in it.
05 in it.
Oh, man. Memories.
Long time.
That's how we starting off?
Brothers old now. Brothers getting old. We seasoned vets now.
That's
Jesus.
a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, man, we always start off our podcast by giving our guests their flowers first and foremost. And, you know, you got the championship banner, like, literally at this point, man. Olympic High School alumni.
Yep.
Definitely.
North Carolina A&T alumni, Aggie Pride.
Aggie Pride.
In it.
Come on now. You know, you a father, girl dad,
Most definitely.
educator.
Have to be. BMT over at Statesville Road. Gotta give it up.
Where I earn the stripes.
Gotta earn them stripes over there.
Is there you also a coach?
Yeah. Elementary basketball boys.
Okay.
4th and 5th graders.
Charlotte Observer East All-Star.
Piece of my time, long time.
Come on. We still got to get that up,
Yeah,
though.
for
Still
real.
got to get that up.
Put a lot of work in that time, man.
To follow that, all-conference point guard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Big
Leader
numbers.
on the floor.
Big numbers at that time.
You know? Founder of SooTrue Clothing. And you have an article written about you on Michael Media.
Yeah, that was probably one of my first articles at that time. That's when I was doing bow ties real heavy.
I remember.
And he came up on me about that. Came interviewed me about it. So that
I
was
got
big.
one from you in college.
You should have brought it. You should have brought it.
Nah, keep those. that was beginning. Now the bow ties is totally different now. Totally different level.
See,
now.
I ain't seen that on the page. You got both sides. You know,
See,
come
bow
on.
ties is different though. That's a whole nother way.
So that's
you know what
not
I'm saying? That's
so
not
true.
That's not so true. You got so true bows, and then you got so true. That's a branch off of so true.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well, I'm gonna need the
that's a
lookbook
whole
for that,
nother-
John.
Yeah, we could talk about that. That's a whole nother avenue.
Well, now, before we get into things, what does September 14 mean to you? And can you speak about N.I.E.M and his legacy?
Well, 14th is big. You know what I mean? Everybody know that's my nephew N.I.E.M's birthday. God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? But we also took that as a, you know, a celebration amongst our family.
Yep.
I also put that within my brand, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a big day for us. We released red balloons that day. Everybody rocked So True, something with N.I.E.M on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a rebirth for me. You know what I mean? It rebirthed my whole persona of who I was. It rebirthed my aspect and my thoughts on the world for real that day. You know what I'm saying? So I push it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's why you'll hear me a lot of times say, be cool, how you be cool. You know, we push that off of him. That was something he used to say to me all the time. You know what I mean? So 14th is big. That's like another birthday for me.
For sure.
Yo, how many years has it been since he's passed?
Cool. We going on 7?
7 years?
7 years.
Okay.
7 years.
Now, I'm aware of what the acronym for N.I.E.M means, but can you tell the people?
Needed an Earth's motion. It started where we wrote that on his obituary, you know. So when we was burying him, before we bury him, my brother did a poem and he ended the poem with that, you know, needed an Earth's motion. So for me, it was like, I need to put it to everybody. Everybody need to realize how important they are on this earth. They need to realize the impact they have on this earth. So what's the best way to do it other than to put it into my brand that everybody wears, you know what I'm saying? So it's just big, you know, realize how much you are needed in this earth. You could be needed to one person, but at the end of the day, you need it for real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
100%.
fine. Yeah, I like that. You started So True in your college apartment. College apartment. A lot of things start in the college apartment.
A lot of things start there. Yeah.
So what made you get started with the clothing?
Well, I first started off making bows. Everybody know I started off making bows. I was deep into wearing blazers with sneakers and just trying to be different. You know what I mean? So where I was, I was at A&T. It was like a fashion, little thing that we was doing every day at A&T. So I was trying to really find something that would separate me from everybody.
Right.
And me being in the business building, it was days every Friday we had to dress up, you know what I'm saying? Because you're in the business building, you might be getting interviews that day. So it was like, how can I separate myself from everybody else that's wearing suits and ties and all that? So It was like, you know what? Let me make some ties, you know what I'm saying? So I started off making a few of them, but I was really just making them for personal use. I wasn't even thinking about selling them. You know what I mean? So once I started wearing them a lot, everybody started asking me like, yo, where you getting these ties from? I'm letting them know, yo, I'm making them. So now the next question is, where can I buy them? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't even think about making this a business. You know what I'm saying? It was more so of a hobby, more so just trying to keep my fresh high. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I was like, let me get a little sewing machine. My mom, I've been knew how to sew. I've been sewing since I was 11. So I already know how to sew. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a matter of just putting something together. So once I started putting them together, people started buying them. It was like, yeah, we're going to make this a business. We're going to make some money out of this for real. So that's where it started. It started with SooTrue Bows right in A&T.
Damn, and it spoke for itself. Right. Everybody else see you wearing it. You market it yourself. That's how you plug it in. How did you keep a balance with school and parties and starting the brand at the same time? How did you balance all that?
Well, I was already seasoned, like a seasoned athlete. So the balance I already had. We already had to get up early for practice. We already had to get up, early for study hall. So I already had the balance as far as school, play, and work. You know what I'm saying? So I just implemented my ways of being an athlete into my regular life once I stopped playing ball, and it was just a piece of cake after that. So still party, but at the same time, when I was partying, I was seeing dollars. Like I'm at the party looking at what you're wearing. I'm at the party looking at how can I make you wear what I'm making. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I stayed going to parties because now I'm looking at it on the money end. You know what I'm saying? So now the parties became a business investment for me.
Okay. So as far as the bow tie transitioning into streetwear, how did that come about?
Well, because I try to have many avenues of fashion. And a lot of, young black males, we want to have many avenues. I want to be able to put on a suit, look fly in a suit. I want to be able to put on a sweatsuit and look fly in a sweatsuit. So for me, it was, I didn't want to just get stuck in just making bows. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm the best at making bows. No, I want to be the best at however men's supposed to look. I want to have every aspect of that. So the next step was streetwear. Because we wear that. Sneakers. We in line for sneakers. We getting all the latest sneakers. So what are you really wearing with that? Some days you don't want to wear a whole outfit. You want to wear a regular sweatsuit. Right. So how I'm going to attack you on a sweatsuit end? You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was a easy transition because I want to attack men on every aspect when it come to fashion. You know what I'm saying?
That boy's smart.
For sure, right? Shoot. Playing every lane.
Listen, once I'm telling you, once I realized how much money is in fashion, it was over. Like I took it very serious. You know what I'm saying?
Not to mention, like, since we started growing up, it's like that's been a thing.
Yeah.
It's second nature, really.
Yeah.
So, to take advantage of that speaks even larger. The first piece you sold, can you recall that?
Yeah. Literally, the very first piece I sold was to my boy Trey Redrick. It was a bow tie. It was Lovers and Friends. It was like a little event in Greensboro for Valentine's Day, February, whatever party was happening.
Memories.
Right. Look, if you've been in Greensboro, and that's the time you know what's up. So he ended up asking me to make him a custom bow. He was like, yo, I got this suit. It's all pink. I don't know what to wear with it. I know you make ties. You know what I'm saying? Can you make something for me? And I was like, yeah, that's easy. I got pink right here in the crib right now I can make for you. So my very first piece was sold to Trey. And he's been buying stuff ever since then. You know what I'm saying?
Trusted, right? How did it feel to finally get something off, or to have somebody trust your brand enough to say, hey, I want to come to you for this? And because, in the world of fashion, for you to have to go to somebody, it's not that easy.
It's not easy. So for me, it was big actually seeing my brand out in the open, because the biggest fear is rejection. You know what I'm saying? Making that little whatever you're making, and then they're going out into the world and nobody feeling it. So now you done. You know what I'm saying? Nobody like it. Now you can't make nothing else. So for me, it was I love that, one, it happened from one of my friends, and two, it happened where I originated SooTrue. You see what I'm saying? So it happened right in Greensboro. So from there, it blew up. You know what I'm saying? So it feels good making something and then somebody enjoying it enough to share it with everybody else. Right. You know what I'm saying? So once I started feeling that, that power that passion from sharing with everybody else, I wanted to continue to share. You know what I'm saying? I wanted everybody to share it now.
Yeah. All right, well, we grew up in that golden era, man. We grew up in the time of Fubu, Mesquite, Jabot, Sean John, Mark Echo, my personal favorite, Academics, Pales, Fat Form, and countless other iconic brands, man. Shout out all of them. So, what brands inspired you for the creation of SooTrue?
Fubu for sure, Sean John for sure, and definitely Dickies, which is you wouldn't even think that, you know what I'm saying? But just the simplicity of Dickies, that was like one of the biggest things that pushed me for when I just want something regular, you know what I'm saying? But those was big brands. Sean John, just for how he was running it. Like Combs he's an animal when it comes to fashion, stuff like that. Sure. And then just Fubu for being one of the starters, black-owned starters. We I love that. Love that.
Now, your quality of clothes is different from most brands who's first starting out.
Very different.
Yes.
So can you talk about the manufacturing process and how you come up with your designs?
So a lot of, I'll give you some good knowledge. A lot of young guys or, just starting out making a brand, they go for the first thing they can grab. They don't do their research on the percentage of cotton or the percentage of polyester or the percentage of anything, really. Yeah. It's just what looks good. They don't realize that it may look good today, but if you put it in the wash, it's going to look good tomorrow. Or is it going to look good a year from now? So for me, it was studying the levels of fabric that goes into making a sweatshirt or making some pants or making a tie. So the manufacturing process for me starts me knowing my knowledge of my fabrics. You have to know what you putting these people in, because if you don't know if it's gonna last. You don't know if they're gonna have a allergic reaction to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really sit here and study this. So for me, it was just taking my time, studying, learning the different fabrics, knowing what goes into a hoodie, knows what goes into jeans and what goes into socks. So once I started learning that, I tried to find the top 3 manufacturers that do that, because nothing better than the top 3. After the top 3 is mediocre. Right. You know what I'm saying? So once I found the top 3, I just make my choices in between those. And then once I make my choice in between those, I either make it myself or we'll collab and make something. So.
Got you. Now, was all this self-taught knowledge, or someone was guiding you along the way?
Nah, all this was self-taught. The only thing that I didn't teach myself was how to sew. My mom taught me that a long time ago, because her thing was, when your button break, you got to be able to fix your button. If you don't have no money to take it away, you got to be the one to be able to fix it. If you got a hole in your jeans, you got to be able to fix it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that was taught by somebody else. Everything else, trial and error. Everything. I done messed up fabrics. I done sewed stuff together. I done glued stuff together by accident. You know what I'm saying? It's just trial and error.
That was the next thing I was about to ask. Is like, I want to know about the mistakes that built
the
up
mistakes was there.
Right.
Like, the mistakes was there, but the mistakes was a stepping stone. It was that piece that I needed to let me know that, I'm not invincible. Because a lot of people don't realize that you're not invincible. You can make a mistake. You can make a mistake on the order the day before it's due. You know what I'm saying? So how you going to communicate that with the customer? How you going to fix that? So for me, I love the mistakes because it taught me different avenues of how to be successful.
And then I wouldn't even question you wearing the brand as we have this interview. But talk to us about the broken heart logo. Like, you can see it right now, but I'm thinking of one of your jean jackets with it on the back, the cut and sew. Like, it's a big up, man. So can you talk to us about what that means?
So it's not really a broken heart. It's a heart falling together. Ooh. See, a lot of people, when we see cracks and stuff into the heart, we think it's really falling together. Falling apart. But if you look at it, it's really a heart coming back together from all of the wounds, all of the heartbreaks, all of the pain. We're not separating it, we bringing it. That's how you can really see a heart, because if it was really shattered, we wouldn't know what it is. Right. It would just be on the floor, glass pieces, we don't know what it is. Yeah. But really, we can see the heart. So it's really coming back together. So for me, it was I added that to my brand, because here I am going through these pains, my nephew gunned down, you know what I'm saying, going through a lot of heartache. And it was like, I'm still pushing forward. I'm still being successful. So what is it really? Is it me falling apart, or am I coming together? So once I started looking at it as me coming together, I said, I got to have that heart. You got to see that. You got to see the heart.
Yeah, message.
Right, that's fire.
Message.
I'll go with that. We've been seeing a lot of collabs in the fashion brands lately. We can go to Off-White, go to Supreme,
Adidas with Maya
Adidas.
Moss, yeah.
You know, everybody.
Shout out. We just had him on. We posted something about the boy.
Yep, Kith, BMW. The list goes on lately. It's been a trend now. If there's a brand in any era that you could collab with, who would that be?
A collab? Probably be Pharrell and them boys. He's so outside his mind when he in fashion, you know what I'm saying? So just the color palettes that he was using, you know, the color, you know, where he was pink on pink. Nobody was thinking about doing pink on pink like that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I will go with Pharrell when it comes to collabs. And ice cream, like
for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go back, right? Let's go back to the ice
let's go
cream.
back to the ice creams now. So imagine, you know, you got your ice cream collab. We make an ice cream SooTrue hoodie. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, right.
All right, what does that look like?
Right. What does that look like? Like where do we go from there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, you might go home with some ideas
right.
today, right?
So Pharrell would be at the top for sure. After him would definitely see. I wouldn't want to collab with him. I would want to have a round table with him.
Okay.
And that would be Sean John. Like Diddy was on a whole nother level. Just on the business side of it. You know what I'm saying? Just how he had his hands into certain things when it comes to Sean John. So for me, I just need a round table.
Yeah.
30-minute convo with him just to see, you know what I'm saying? So
okay.
All right. We're going to make a little slight transition. We're going to touch the hometown real quick. What does Miller Park mean to Farad?
MPG, Miller Park is life. Like Miller Park made me who I was as far as on the basketball side of the thing.
Yeah.
And then even on the survival side, you know, a lot of people that know Miller Park wasn't no pushover. Like you don't go to that park unless you from there. You know what I'm saying? And then even if you from there, you got to step correct. So Miller Park really put that power into me. You know, it put that I can go anywhere and be all right into me. You know what I'm saying? So it's big. It's Miller Park was my very first basketball game underneath the whistle. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, that's big. Before I even knew I was good, Miller Park made me realize that I was good. You know what I'm saying? So that's big. That's real big to me.
Okay. Shout out Brooklyn, in it.
For sure. I was getting ready to say, for our listeners who don't know, where's Miller Park located
Miller
at?
Park is in Brooklyn, right on Miller. Right on Miller. The actual name of it is Martin Luther King Jr. Park. And if you from the hood, any place named Martin Luther King, you know that ain't no pushover. You understand what I'm saying? So you know, that's what Miller is. You know what I mean?
Okay. So Brooklyn, obviously the home of Biggie, Fab, Jay, John Michelle Basquiat. You know, talk about your hometown and being from that, and you know the roots and how that's built you.
Miller, I mean, Brooklyn was just like a melting pot. You know, so much culture. I grew up with, you know, my Puerto Rican cousins, but across the street, you got your Nigerians, you got your Jamaicans down the street, you know what I'm saying? You got so many people around you, so much culture around you that you learn so much, you know? So for me, I love being able to be somewhere where I can learn something every day from different people, you know? And a lot of places, you don't have that, you know what I mean? So certain places, just you from here, these are the same people that you're going to grow up and die with. You know that your cousin Toot Toot live down here, you know, auntie live across the street.
Yeah.
But now we in, you know, Brooklyn, and it's like, it's so much culture there, you know, so much different foods to eat, you know. So for me, that's a big piece of me too, just from where I'm from, you know. Good music from there, you know.
Sure.
And it shows in a personality. Like, you can tell people from New York. Like,
you can.
I try not to
y'all just had that about y'all though.
Like I try. You ever meet the obnoxious New York person like that?
Man,
like,
you
you know talking to one.
You know I'm from Queens. You know I'm from Brooklyn.
Wait.
And it's like,
Remember when Farad first came to school though?
I had to let you know who I was.
Make it known at an age, like, you know. Like.
But that's the age when you're supposed to. I gotta let you know where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? But it's just when you get older, you realize you don't really have to announce that. Like your persona, your energy gonna speak that.
Straight
You
up.
know?
True. Now, for all our listeners, can you tell them or explain to them what's the Hesi Fam?
Oh, Hesi, listen. Hesi Fam is a 1-2 get up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I got to give a shout out to my boy Scamp Duty Patootie with the Hoodie Who. You know what I'm saying?
With the Hoodie Who.
My boy Scamp is the one who started Hesi Fam. So what it is about 7 of us, you know, originals. You know, it's a bunch of branch offs now, but basically it was a, you know, basketball slang, you know?
Yeah.
At the time, we was some of the top dribblers, you know, me, DeJuan, Andre Cornelius, you know what I'm saying? So we was heavy dribblers at that time. So Scamp came up with the concept, you know, we OGs now, so we need to have something that we can give back to the young folks. You know what I mean? Give back to the young ball players. So that's when he came up with the Hesi Fam. Like, yo, we're going to start giving out. We're going to go to high school games. We're going to go to AAU games. And then when we feel like we see good top ballers, we're going to get them some Hesi Fam stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was really like a movement, you know?
Cool. Now, who would you compare your game to in the NBA?
Allen Iverson, for sure.
I can see that.
And doesn't he live in Charlotte right now?
Y'all have seen me. You know what I'm saying? Allen Iverson for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just was really my first person that I looked up to when it came to basketball. He changed the concept of basketball. Yeah. He made, hood guys be cool in the league. You know what I'm saying? He changed the dress code in the league. He had us all doing big crossovers in the league. You know what I'm saying? Cornrows. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I could relate to him because I'm from the hood. At that time, I had cornrows. At that time, I'm trying to be the biggest out. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing a lot of stuff like him, crossovers, layups, all of that. So Allen Iverson for sure.
Shout out to AI. Oh, it also lives in the city, right?
Yes,
he does.
Yeah, facts.
What's funny is he asked me for some hats the other day, y'all.
Oh, for real?
Ran into the dude at TJI Fridays. I had, dead serious.
Stay in a burger spot, too.
Ran into him at TJI Fridays over by North Lake.
Yeah.
And I had one of these hats on, my little silk satin hats. And somebody beat the horn, boom, boom. Roll the window down. It's fucking Allen Iverson, y'all. So inside, I'm having a heart attack.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? But he was like, yo, I love your hat. Where you get your hat? I was like, yo, I make them. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, I want every color. Yeah, kid.
Yo, you got moves being made.
Yeah,
for
kid.
sure. Look how that happened. That's crazy. That's lit. Now, who is better? Hoodie Mellow or Headband Farad?
Bandana True. Mellow for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna sit here and downplay him. You know what I mean? Mellow did a lot for the league. You know what I'm saying? So he's just he started all of the hashtags of all that. Hoodie Mellow, Bandana True. He started that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the first one that we seen doing something like that with the hoodies. You know what I'm saying? So hats off to Mellow, man, but I still give you buckets on the low.
You know, New York legend at that, being that he, the Knicks.
Puerto Rican.
You know, right?
Family, the connection. The connection.
You know, homie got a court out there.
Yes, he do.
I seen some chickens running across the north. I was like, oh, this for real. This for real.
That might need to be the first Jack of all spades trip, man. We go to Puerto Rico.
Hey,
No passports needed, so.
Oh, yeah, we hooping then.
Hey, come on.
Chickens, all that.
All right, so in that article when that was written about you, hashtag bowtie guy, you were quoted as saying, the more we present ourselves the proper way, the easier it will be to develop kings and young men growing up the right way.
Right.
Can you speak on that?
So the youth, they look at us. They look at our movement. They look at our voices. They look at how we talk. So the best way to make them see a king is by you being an example. You know what I'm saying? From how you look, how you dress, how you smell, the words you use. We got to be those living examples of kings. You know what I'm saying? All the kings we heard about, King Tut, you know what I'm saying? This back in the day, we don't really know, you know what I'm saying? We just going off of history books. Correct. So for me, I want to be the modern day king. I want to be what you see as a king. So for me, I got to walk a certain way. I got to speak a certain way. I got to look a certain way. So even in the development of my products got to be on a king level because you got to see that, So that when he quoted me with that, it was I'm letting you know I'm about to be king out here, I'm not going to be the only king. I don't want to be the only king. I just want to be an example of a king. So when all the kings get together, these young black males is looking at us like, yo, we got some examples of kings right here for real.
Yo, straight up, that's going to be one of the promo cuts. I'm just saying that right now. I'm calling that right now. Yo, that's real rap right there, though, Farad. And I respect that, my boy.
Real. We'll get back on the basketball tip right quick.
What, you want a one-on-one?
Nah.
He said no right away.
No smoke. No smoke.
I was just
my
checking.
my knees.
Checking. Yoga still got me feeling young. Yoga still got me feeling young.
Your nastiest crossover. Can you give us the time, place, and who was the victim?
So I got so many. I'm gonna give y'all one that actually happened in our time.
Okay,
cool.
All right, when we was all together in school. So we played Harden at home. Right? I wish I could remember his name. He was a lefty. But anyway, it was second quarter. We was coming towards the double doors at Olympic, like going outside.
Right.
We was coming towards that way. I got the ball at the top of the key, did an in and out cross, and he dropped. Listen, I mean drop. I mean booty to chest drop. Joe, it was nasty, kid. It was nasty. But I mean, I got a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to remember the first one, but I have so many of them.
Did you dish it off and knock it down?
No, it was a layup after that. It was a layup after that.
Did it too. Nah, yeah, it's valid. It's valid.
After that, kid.
It's valid.
Did the coach call a timeout after that?
Nah,
he should have.
We was ready blowing him out.
Oh.
Like this was we was ready blowing Harden out at that time.
Yeah. Well, rest in peace to that man's ankles.
Rest in peace. No, I needed them. I needed all of them.
All right, Faraz. So now we at the favorite segment of the Jack of All Spades Nation. Okay. It's called Top 5 Dead or Alive. Shout out Jada. Shout out Yonkers. So we want to know, in your opinion, what 5 players, this could be NBA, neighborhood, wherever, do you think had the best handles? Best handles, excuse me.
Handles we talking?
Yeah, top 5.
Best 5?
Yeah.
Skip, number 1.
Okay.
You talking about Ray for Austin?
Yes.
Malou?
I will go Alamo number 2 because he was the first big man dribbling like that. I would put Kyrie at 3.
Ooh, I like that.
Mr. Mixie.
Ooh.
I would put Gilbert Arenas at 4. Jesus Christ.
Sleeper.
It's a heavy
You're a
4.
sleeper.
Yeah.
And probably Steve. Franchise up there.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it. Top 5 Dead or
that's my
Alive.
top
Top handles. So where do you rank on that? How far down are you?
See, I'm at 0. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the top. I don't really fall in with the regular numbers.
Yeah. Well, shoot, Farad, where can the people find you on social media? Shout out to social so they can tune in.
Oh, yeah, bet. The biggest place to find me, especially if you want to do orders, especially if you want to see when I'm doing live, where I'm actually making stuff, or it's definitely Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So my Instagram is at SooTrue.com. at SOO.T.RUE. Definitely lock into it. That's where you'll see me doing stuff live. You'll see the latest products that I'm doing, like the new hoodies, the limited edition joints that I got out right now. You'll see a lot of the new content on there. You know what I'm saying? So definitely tune into that.
All right, so that's the only spot. Is there a website coming soon, like maybe a physical store?
See, I'm a perfectionist, so we building on the website. It got to look a certain way for me. I'm not really into the Shopify and all of that. It got to be a certain way for me to really release it. Storefronts is coming. I got a couple boutiques that I'm working on as well. I'll keep you all up to date. That's why I said definitely stay on my Instagram, because I'm putting new stuff out almost every week on that. That's where you'll really be able to talk to me and get to see some of the new stuff that's going on with SooTrue.
Well, quick question before we close out. I know you want to close out.
I wasn't about to.
Oh, okay.
We got another question. We got time today.
I had another question.
We got time today.
So ultimately, where you want to see SooTrue at? Like, what's the goal you're trying to reach for SooTrue?
We got to have multiple storefronts. You know what I mean? We got to have multiple places to get it internationally. You know what I mean? Like, I need to touch the whole world at this point, just because I see how much people love it. Like, not being cocky, but I really see how much people love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Deep it in, because they look at the meaning of it. They look at what is this brand representing. So the representation of this brand, it has to touch worldwide. You know what I mean? You got to know that you needed an Earth's Motion. You have to at this point. So for me, if I'm the one making it, I need to be everywhere.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so my question was going to be, as far as the merch, we see the hat, we see the hoodies. You said socks, T-shirts, jeans, I heard.
Yeah, the next thing that's coming up real soon, we got the trench coats coming up real soon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not playing with y'all.
Wait.
I'm not.
So you got the trench coats coming. So
I'm not playing with y'all.
Is it going to be any sneakers though? 'Cause you big on the sneakers.
See, for me, because I love sneakers so much, I don't want to touch sneakers.
Can we get some laces or something?
See, for me, I want to keep the classic shoes we wear, the classic, Nike basketballs we wear, the classic Jordans. I feel like my brand, complements those so well that I haven't even looked at sneakers yet.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right, now I'm hyping about this trench coat though.
You better be. They coming.
Yeah.
They coming.
Look, I can't even focus right now.
They coming.
Because knowing you, I already know.
Listen. And let me tell you something crazy. A lot of my ideas come from dreams. Like literally, this hoodie I made in a day from a dream that I had the night before. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of the stuff that y'all seeing is coming from something I'm seeing in my dream, and I'm waking up and making it. I'm putting it on paper, then making the actual product itself. Everything y'all see came from a dream. Everything.
So just speaking of that, the other day I seen on your IG, you drew that. Like that's
Yes.
your hand, man.
Yes, from a dream
Boy.
the night before.
Yo, all your brothers are talented. Wait.
Yeah,
Because back in high school, all he knew of 2 of your brothers.
it's 9 of them.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a try.
Yeah, but they all talented. We all, like I got a couple of my brothers doing poetry right now. I
seen
got a
them.
couple
I
of
seen
my
them.
brothers that's doing music, and I'm not
Bermuda?
saying this like I'm not saying this because they're my brothers. They really can put music out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then I got a couple brothers that's playing ball overseas and stuff like that. So we
all
everywhere
talented.
for real.
Yeah, man, hold on.
Being so strongly like rooted in basketball, like we gonna see like some shorts, some jerseys.
I already made shorts.
Made the shorts?
Yeah.
Oh, we got it.
So if like I said, if you go look at my IG, you'll see the whole season change. You'll see summer, spring, fall, winter, everything. So I made like some basketball shorts last summer. Yeah, they everywhere.
All right, we on that.
Yo, Jack of all spades nation. You better check out the So True IG page. You gonna see the boy on YouTube with the hoodies on, and he brought us some gifts. So you gonna see us in some hoodies soon.
I had to bring y'all some gifts, man.
Man, yeah, we appreciate that. But Jack of all spades nation, y'all know what time it is, man. We gotta close this thing out. As always, I am the beloved one.
I'm YBB. Shout out Gambia. Proud of Africa. Shout out Gambia.
All right, Blue Water Banks, Fat Boy Tires, all your automotive needs.
Yep.
I need some tires, man.
Got you, dog. You know that. You already know.
And Mr. So True for Rob Morales.
Know it, man. Be cool how you be cool, family.
Hey, all I know is I'm gonna get a trench coat. That's straight up. Yeah, I know how I get down. But y'all know what time it is, man. Rest in peace, Fife Dog. You know, Malik Taylor. Shout out Mama Fife. I sent you a DM. I need to hear something back.
Jumping in his mom's DMs?
Yeah, man. Yo, you know
Something else, man. Something else.
I'm on my Nori stuff right now. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. But tell your mother, tell your father, send a telegram, and we out.